Dear students, I hope you're all well and studying in your home. Today, we are going to start a new chapter, Body Movements. This chapter is very important for you to understand that how do animals move from one place to another place and what are the different functions of our bones in our body. So, sit absolutely still. Observe movements taking place in your body. You must be blinking your eyes time to time. Okay. Observe the movement in your body as you breathe. There are so many movements that happen in our bodies when we still absolutely also. Okay. When you are writing in your notebook, which part of the body are you moving? Or when you turn and look at your friend, different parts of your body move while you remain at the same place. In these examples, you also move from one place to another. You get up and go to a teacher or to the school compound or go home after school. You walk, run, skip, jump, and move from place to place. Okay, whatever activity you will be doing. Let us see how animals move from place to place by filling up table 8.1. Okay, you can discuss with your parents also about this. Okay, so you can see in figure 8 table 8.1 that how do animal move from place to place. So one example is given here for cow. Its body part used for moving from one place to another, it uses its legs. And how does the animal move? It walk like this. Humans also use their legs and they also walk. Okay. And snake is uses its whole body and it is something slither. Okay. Yeah, when you say in Hindi rank kar jana. Okay, like this. Bird, what bird do? How bird move? Okay, it also would help with its wings. Okay, and it fly. Okay, like this you can feel for others also. So walk, run, fly, jump, creep, crawl, slither, and swim. These are only a few the ways which animal move from one place to another. Okay, so you can see insect will be, if you see that it will be crawl on the ground, and fish will be creep swim. Okay, swim on the river. Why are there are so many differences in the way that animals move from place to place? Why is it that many animals walk while a snake slithers or cloud and a fish swims? Okay, so for this question you have to know about the human body and its movement. Okay, let us look closely at some of our own movements to begin with. Before looking at all these varieties of movements in animals, okay, first we just uh, compare ourselves. Okay, do you enjoy doing physical exercise at school? How do you move your hands and legs while doing different exercises? Okay, you must be remember that. So let us try out some many movements. Okay, our body is capable. Bowl an imaginary ball at an imaginary wicket. How did you move your arm? Did you rotate it at the shoulder in a circular movement? Did your shoulder also move? Lie down and rotate your legs at the hip. Okay, bend down and bend your arm at the elbow and the leg at the knee. Stretch your arm sideways. Okay, sideways. Bend your arm to touch your shoulder with your fingers. Which part of your arm did you bend? Strengthen your arm and try to bend it downwards. Are you able to do? Try to move the various parts of your body and record their movements in table 8.2. Okay, so if you can see that the first body part is neck. Okay, it rotate completely or rotate partially. It rotate partially. okay, or turns, okay. You cannot rotate it in 360 degree there, okay. So it bend also, okay, lift or does not move at all. So you have to just skip these lines. So wrist can be rotate completely, okay. You can rotate in any direction, okay. And in finger also you can rotate in any direction. Like this you can fill this table. Now a question is arise that why is that we are able to move a few parts of our body easily in various direction and some only in one direction. Why are we unable to move some parts at all? So for this you have to do activity. Place a scale length wise on your arm so that your elbow is in the center, okay, as you see in figure. Ask your friend to tie the scale and your arm together. Now try to bend your elbow. Are you able to do it? Okay, this type of activity you have to do. If your arm is just bind by a scale, okay, now you able to move or not. You can do this activity in your home also. After doing this activity, you can notice that we are able to bend or rotate our body in places where two parts of our body seem to be joined together, like elbow, shoulder, or neck. Okay, these places are called joints. Can you name more such joints? If our body has no joints, do you think it would be possible for us to move in any way at all? What exactly is joint together at these points? Press your fingers against the top of your head, face, neck, nose, ear, back of the shoulder, hands and legs, including the fingers and toes. Do you get a feel of something hard pressing against your fingers? Okay, when you try to rotate in opposite direction, the hard structures that are the bones. Repeat this activity on the other parts of your body. So many bones, okay. Bones cannot be bent, so how do we bend our elbow? It is not one long bone from the upper arm to our wrist. It is different bones joined together at the elbow. Similarly, there are many bones present in each part of the body. We can bend or move our body only at those points where bones meet. Okay, suppose this is fully your hand and you can find that a junction between it there. Okay, and this is one bone and this is second bone. It is joined by something. Okay, we will discuss later in this chapter. There are different types of joints in our body to help us carry out different movements and activities. Let us learn about some of them. First, we talk about the ball and socket joints. Okay, so for this, you have to do an activity. Roll a strip of paper into a cylinder. Make a small hole in an old rubber or plastic ball. Under supervision, you have to do if you want to do this activity, and push the paper cylinder into it as shown in figure 8.2. You can also stick the cylinder on the ball, put the ball in a small bowl. Okay, so first we see the figure 8.2. So this is the paper cylinder, okay, and one bowl is here, again a ball is here. Like this you have to making a ball and socket joint. Does the ball rotate freely inside the ball? Okay, inside the bowl. Does the paper cylinder also rotate? Now imagine that the paper cylinder is your arm and the ball is its end. The bowl is like the part of the shoulder to which your arm is joined. The rounded end of one bone fits into the cavity, hollow space of the other bone. Okay, when you see figure, you can understand how well. Such a joint allows movement in all direction. Can you name another such joint? You can think of recollecting the body movements we tried at the beginning of this section. Okay, so this is a type of ball and socket joint. Okay, this is a ball and socket here. Okay, this is a hip bone and this is thigh bone. So this type of joint is example of a ball and a socket joint. Okay, for next in next class we will read about the other different joints. I hope till here you will be understand well. If you find any difficulty, you can ask to me. Thank you.